Let's welcome in the MD and CEO Sandeep Garg on the show. Mr. Garg, good having you. Thanks so much for joining in. Laid out for us, we've heard enough and more comments about this whole ambitious water-related projects in India for the last 5 years. Haven't seen too much of execution. Are you confident that the next 5 years could be different?
Good morning, Neeraj, and thank you for taking me on the show. Yes, we are very confident that the last 5 years are not the flag bearers for the next 5 years. So, in last 5 years, a lot has happened. If you see Namami Gange in the last couple of years has really taken off. There are a lot of large water projects that have taken off. So we believe that the next 5 years are going to be the exponential growth phase for the country. If you look at the issue that we are dealing with right now, Niti Aayog is telling us that in another few years, 10 of the most populous cities of the country would run out of the groundwater. If you look at it, the situation that only 30% of our sewerage is treated right now. About 600 million people depend upon the monsoon vagaries. So the challenges among us, the solutions have to come in if the country has to continue on its path of growth. So I think the signs of large projects being announced is right there. If you see the Narmada Valley Development Authority in MP is already announcing projects to the tune of about 15,000–20,000 crores. Bombay Municipal Corporation is announcing the sewerage treatment plants to the tune of 20,000 crores odd. Marathawada, another large water linking project, is already on the anvil. It's already been approved by the cabinet. So I think in addition to the Namami Gange and the what you see the Ghar Jal, there are a lot of other initiatives that are being taken by various governments. The Gujarat government is coming up with desalination plants at multiple locations. 9 such projects are currently in bidding stage. So I think overall the importance of the water as a commodity, which is the elixir of life, has been recognized by the government, by the major stakeholders. And I think it's only now that the exponential growth path of the curve will come in, and there'll be a lot of projects which will take off in next year or so. And I think with the formation of Jal Ministry in the central government with almost substantially 1 lakh crore outlay for next year or so, right. I think it is bound to happen that the projects will be there, and we are prepared to position the company in that that opportunity. Okay. Because we've been we have some experience on the sewerage treatment plants. We have some experience on bulk transmission. So we are reasonably well poised for taking this opportunity.
Mr. Garg, have you as a company put in bids into any of these large numbers that you spoke about? I mean, BMC or Gujarat government or otherwise? And have you won any large orders? Has the private sector won any large orders in each of these?
So as I said, these projects are right now under the bidding stage. We are bidding for all of them. So the results will come out in next couple of in about a quarter or so. So I think the point that I was trying to make earlier was that the intent of the government is absolutely clear, that they want action on ground. So in a very quick move after the central government was formed, the Jal Ministry was formed, and they have actually gone at a very fast pace to identify projects, right from small sewerage treatment plant to $1 billion projects kind of situation. So the intent and the actual pace is for there to see. It's only a matter of time before you will see the actual work on the ground.
Sir, good morning to you. I'm just, brokerages have estimated how big the opportunity size is. With piped water supply being a $94 billion opportunity, river linking $168 billion opportunity, Namami Gange is about $3 billion opportunity. I mean, obviously, this is 5 to 15 years, so it's a long road ahead. But, if you were to sit and make a blueprint of what the next 5 years could look like for you, what is the opportunity size that you want to capture?
So, as you all know that all the water is a national crisis, but it has to be solved locally. So as far as Welspun is concerned, we are very focused on the areas where we want to participate, as well as in the states that we want to participate. So we are only participating in bulk transmission, treatment of water and desalination projects, specifically in states of Gujarat, MP and Maharashtra. So that's our canvas size that we look at it. So given the canvas size that we have, I have just talked about, I believe that in next year or so, we should have anything between 3,000 to 5,000 crores of orders. And I look at in next couple of years, something like 10,000 crores worth of order coming our way.
And this is only just with the new business that we're talking about with regards to the water push.
That is correct. So the opportunity is humongously big. It's gigantic issues. So we expect it to be in the ranges of 10,000 crores in the next couple of years.
What's the current order book, Mr. Garg, as we speak, as the month went by?
So, as
Not in the water
you know,
side,
historically
overall,
we are an infrastructure player with which we had. So, company-wide, my portfolio of hybrid annuity projects is in the ranges of 8,500 crores at this point in time, out of which one project of about 900 crores is completed. Rest of the projects are under various phases of execution.
I was just trying to get the enormity of this opportunity, that you expect that over in the course of the next couple of years, the quantum of orders coming in might well be equal to the current order book size. My final question really, because we're running slightly short of time, do you believe the IRRs on any of these projects that you are bidding or what your competition might bid would be comparative to the current IRRs that you get on the road projects, or maybe better than that as well?
Yeah, I think as you know, the projects of water are more local in nature. They are either with the state government or with municipality with their own challenges. I expect the returns to be slightly better than road in such case, which in case of NHAI, which is a AAA-rated SO rated company, the risk factors are different than what they are when you're dealing with the smaller municipalities. So I think the returns are going to be a shade better than what the road offers.
All right, we leave it at that, sir. Thanks very much for joining us. Appreciate you taking out the time this morning.
Thanks.
That's management talking about the opportunity that lies ahead with regards to water infrastructure. One stock that we want to pull up right now is DLF. Just look at the counter and how it's fallen off in trade. Supreme Court has issued a notice to the company with regards to pending cases of the Haryana Land Bank and some suppression of material information from shareholders. Stock's down 18% right now at 140 odd rupees, and volumes have also spiked. And they've not just done that, they've not just issued the notice to DLF, but the notice has also been issued to SEBI, which too is a party to the case. Yeah,
non-disclosure of key, the Hindu Business article speaks about how non-disclosure of key information in the QIP, and that could be material for a DLF stock. So that's why that stock is down about 17 or 18 odd % right now. So we're amongst the steepest falls that we've seen in DLF in a while now. Really steep fall coming in out there. A clutch of other names are falling, by the way. It's not just DLF, and not connected in part, but HDIL, Oberoi Realty, and a clutch of other real estate names are all coming off. We're just speaking to Prestige. He sounded hopeful, but the others are really coming off.
But there were some issues and some talks of murmur of tax rates for Oberoi Realty. So the Oberoi Realty and Capacite Infra, the other one, both of these names in the last few days have been falling.
Yeah, it recovered a bit Oberoi yesterday's session, but in today's trade again, down out in the session. So, and Indiabulls Housing Finance, by the way, the last one before we wrap, is down about 8%. LIC Housing Finance down 9% because of that this block deal. But yeah, clear pain at the broader end of the spectrum. Nifty comfortably below 10,900. So that support seems to have been vanquished for the time being. Wrap it up on this leg of Indian Open on a slightly somber note from Devina and me and the team that put this show together. Thanks so much for watching.